So what is going on, everybody? It's random reviews back on YouTube with second video on this channel, and today I have the newly released Moto X Play with me to review it. So let's do it. So alright guys, first we're gonna do the unboxing. As you can see, this is the front of the box. We have the Moto X Play, little peak of the phone. We have the Motorola branding and have the name of the phone. There's nothing on the top, bottom, right or left. There's just something at the back. We have something written about this phone. So just some features. It has 4G SD card capabilities, huge battery, which is we're gonna talk about, and different colors of colorful back panels. So I have already cut the tape and now we're just gonna unbox it. So here's the Moto X Play. Just gonna keep it to the side for a little bit, and now we're gonna see what we get in the accessories panel. So like these are like very basic earphones, not good. Motorola, not good. So these are not high quality earphones. You've got the button to take or cancel calls. You have got the 3.5mm jack and just simple microphones, nothing else really. You've got the SIM ejected tool bit. We've got the multi USB charger, so you can charge two devices from the same charger. See, you can see it has two USB ports, and we have the USB cable to go with the charger. So that's for the accessories, guys. And now let's go to the paperwork. So we have something, sorry for the focus, and safe, smart, protected, just some paperwork. You all know how to use this phone, so we're not gonna touch that, and let's get it all clean. So alright guys, we have the device itself on the table, so let's do a quick overview. So we have 5.5 inch screen on the face of the phone. Just below the screen we have the front facing speaker, and just above the screen we have the earphone. Just besides the earphone we have the 5 megapixel front facing camera. For the top of the phone we have the 3.5mm jack, which will connect your earphones, headphones, external speakers, everything. Just besides the 3.5mm jack you have the what we said, the SIM holder tray. On the left we have nothing but just pure plastic bezel. On the bottom then we have the USB connector that's gonna help you to connect the charger and transfer files to your PC or computer. And then we have the volume rockers and the power button on the same side of the phone, but to give it a different feel, the power button has been texturized in a different way so that you can easily identify which button that you are pushing. So that's just a little bit of overview, and I wanted to talk about the back panel. The back panel is rubberized. The grip that you get from this back panel is really very good, so you're not gonna lose your phone just like that. And the phone has this little bit of curve going in it, and so that the phone feels really very comfortable, and it feels sturdy in your hand. So now we're gonna fire this device up and see what we have in the features department. Let's go. So guys, we have got the phone fired up, and let's look at some of the apps that the phone. So first we have the Google folder right here. It has Google, Gmail, Maps, YouTube, all those things. Then we have the Play Store, calls, messages, Google and camera. So going to the apps, we have some really needy apps like Flipkart, Gmail, Google Maps. We have Moto Migrate and Moto Assist, which is going to help you a lot. I will be testing the Moto Assist out in a little bit of time. So very little apps have been given to you by Motorola. Well, that's good, because some companies, what they do, they just keep on giving you apps. They don't just end. So let's talk about the screen now. It's a 5.5-inch screen which offers you 1920 by 1080 pixels. It also has 403 pixels per inch due to its full HD screen. Gorilla Glass 3 has been used to make it a tougher screen, and dropped it off of table height and nothing really happened. The 5.5-inch screen to me, guys, looks like the perfect size. Plus you have the full HD screen, and plus you have the Gorilla Glass. You are well covered in the screen department. Like, you have the good size of a screen, you have the great resolution, full HD, and you have the security of not breaking it if you drop it off of table height. So that's the screen. Coming to the specifications, the Moto G the Moto X is powered by a Snapdragon 615 chipset. It has a octa-core processor. It has Adreno 405 GPU. It has 2 GB of RAM in both the models, the 16 GB internal storage model and the 32 GB internal storage model. It's not like, the Moto G third generation that was released. It had 1 GB and 8 GB with 2 GB, and the 16 GB model, you have 2 GBs throughout the model range. So it runs Android Lollipop 5.1.1. Just some animation right here to show you Lollipop and stock Android. As always, Motorola did a great job in that. And coming to the storage, we have 16 GB models and the 32 GB models. So they both have 2 GB of RAM, as I told it to you before. Out of the 32 GB model, which we have right here, we have 23.75 GB space free. So obviously there's no limit in the storage department, as you can put a external SD card up to 128 GB into it, so you're never gonna run out of your storage. So all these specifications, what add up to that you can run apps easily, but when it doesn't lag, but it does starts to lag when you are multitasking heavily. That's a problem of every phone, because this phone is offering you flagship features in a price of a budget oriented phone. So that's really good, because it does lag sometime, but that's not really the problematic issue. So the most talked about feature of this phone is the battery. So the battery is a 3360 mAh battery, which is going to last you about 2 days of use. So like if you use it around in 1 day, it's going to last you about, it's just going to take up 50% of your juice. So the battery is really well. You're not going to have to buy any external storage external battery. So guys, coming to the camera department, it's a very high count of 21 megapixels camera with the 5 megapixel front shooter. 21 megapixel goes to the rear facing camera, which is the main camera, and 5 megapixel for the front facing camera. The only thing it lacks is the focusing speed. The focusing speed is not like snail, but it's not fast enough to get you the shot. But obviously, the focusing is quite good. It can if you get it into manual mode, you can get it the focus right. So how to get it into manual mode is this hand kind of thing. If you swipe left to right, there's this hand. So control focus and exposure off, as you can see. So it's now focusing on its own. But if you want to override your exposure and your focus, you're just going to turn on that feature, and this is going to help you to keep your exposure just at the right place and focus wherever you need it. So this is the camera, guys, and now let me just show you some pictures. So this picture I clicked with the front facing camera. The quality of the picture is quite good, but it's just a 5 megapixel camera, so you can see a little bit of pixelation in the background where it's dark, but the face is well lit because of the controlled exposure I did. And this was with the 5 megapixel camera, and this one is with the 21 megapixel camera with the focusing. So let me just get my camera to focus. Yep, so as you can see, the reflection and the clarity of the picture is really good. If you zoom it in, you can see every detail. So my focus was right here. I set my exposure with the manual exposure thing, and see the background is really very smooth. So the camera department is also quite good for taking selfies and just to take some portraits and all those things. So guys, now I'm going to show you the number pad, which is new as compared to Android KitKat, as it runs Lollipop and stock Android. So you have these numbers, like which give you when you touch, they kind of explode. Like, see, if I'm going to touch 6, it explodes kind of. So that's really good animation right there. And you have the call button with some shadows just beneath the call button, so to give it just a 3D look, and it looks really simple and cute, I would say, because it's not a lot of hodgepodge, and you can easily navigate to things where you want to go. And this is your keypad. The keypad also gives you a lot of space between letters, and I'm going to tell you that how to change your wallpaper. So most of you know that, but just so this is your wallpaper screen. Like, you what do you first do is that you go to settings, then you go to display. You just go to the fourth option, that is wallpaper, and then you just go to gallery. Just set pictures from a gallery, live papers, yeah, okay, photos, and and wallpaper. So this is your wallpaper gallery. This was my the default wallpaper. This one, you have all these pictures that look really very cool when you set them as a wallpaper. So just browsing around some wallpapers, thinking what is a better wallpaper to go with. Yep, I'm gonna go with this one. So the colors in this phone are really very contrasty and very good, because you see the turquoise is bringing the phone up so much and all those things. So this was just a tip, and I'm just gonna give you my final thoughts on this phone. Guys, I will be giving you my final thoughts on this beautiful. If you are comparing this phone with some other phone out in the market, yes, you can do that, there's no problem. But if you are kind of leaning to this side, just go for it, because you can watch every video on YouTube that has been uploaded about this phone. They will not advise you to not to buy this phone. They will just advise you to buy this phone, because it has all the not we cannot say flagship features, but it has all the good features: 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB storage, 32 GB storage, 1080p recording, 21 megapixels, 5 megapixels, 5.5 inch, 1920 by 1080p, Gorilla Glass 3. All the stuff. It has protected you well, and most importantly, 3630 mAh of battery. So this phone, you can't really expect anything else from this phone at this price, at a price of under 20,000 rupees. You can't just expect anything else from this phone, because the price is so low compared to the specifications that are in this phone, that you're gonna be so happy when you get this phone in your hands. And I'm just gonna say that you buy this phone, and then it's up to you that you want to buy this phone or not. And I'm not gonna force you, but you get the point what I'm trying to say. And till then, it has been Random Reviews. Next week with another random review. What you guys wanna see, just let me know in the comment section, and I will try to post another video on YouTube. And till then, it has been Moto X Play with me, and it has been Sanjit from Random Reviews, and peace.